Firstly, the most confusing press conference that I've ever noticed. I don't know if it's because of technology or whether because the minister and Department of Correctional Services was trying to couch their reason for Jacob Zuma being released with regards to a special remission of prisoners. Your take on the last hour here in South Africa?
Good morning. Yeah, look, my take on the last hour is the ANC is, just when you think they can go no lower, they surprise you and actually do. They've made a mockery of the rule of law. They've made a mockery of the criminal justice system. Ron Glamola should be, he appeared to be somewhat ashamed. He should be completely and utterly ashamed of himself. He has admitted that both the departments that he runs have collapsed completely under his tenure and are incapable of performing any kind of proper task. If he had any ounce of integrity, he would resign. If anybody thinks that any South Africans will believe this ham-fisted attempt to defend a decision that is so transparent, designed solely to allow one man out of prison, then that's a big mistake. Nobody in South Africa believes this absolute nonsense.
The Department of Correctional Service and Justice, DCS, says that their decision could be tested in law. There have been special remissions before 2019 and just before the COVID pandemic in most recent history. My question was, when was this special remission decided on, and was it decided on specifically to cater for this problem called Jacob Zuma?
Well, it's obvious that, the confluence of coincidence is just too much. So, of course, this was decided simply to accommodate Zuma. There's absolutely, prior to yesterday or this morning, there was no suggestion anywhere in any of the criminal justice circles that there was a remission decision pending. The president, of course, has the priority to decide that. It's within his purview. The commissioner is obliged to give effect to such a remission decision by the president, of course. But the coincidence is way too much. Zuma is out of the country. He's faffing around. He's playing the fool in Russia. Lord alone knows what he's doing while he's on parole, and incidentally, probably shouldn't even be traveling overseas. But off he goes. Comes back. They lose the Supreme Court of Appeal decision. And now all of a sudden there's this remission decision taken sometime in April. So that today, that comes in effect today, so that Zuma can walk in the front door, sign his name on a piece of paper and walk straight out again. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. And no South Africans will believe it. It's just absolutely, the insult to South Africans is just gobsmacking.
Is this a presidential pardon without the political weight on the president to say, I have issued a presidential pardon?
Well, of course, it's a presidential pardon in a different form. It's designed to accommodate only Zuma. But the fact of the matter is there are going to be 9,500 convicted criminals suddenly flooding the streets now, regardless of time served, in order to, and it'll probably be more because they were very careful to say that's the minimum. So, we'll watch the space, but the minimum of 9,500 convicted criminals are going to hit the streets from today to accommodate
9,500 convicted criminals, which the Department of Correctional Services says is low risk and are at the final stages of their current sentences.
Oh, well, you want to believe the Department of Correctional Services after their performance this morning?
Noted. Glynnis, really appreciate your time. Glynnis Breytenbach, spokesperson for Justice Correctional Service with the Democratic Alliance.